Hey everyone, it's Jenny Garcia, and this video is a fun collaboration with Dani from Popfizzpaper. As you probably know, we exchanged some kits and we decided to make a project with them, and I used her kit to scrap some photos of my Disney trip. I thought the purples and the bright colors were perfect for this picture with Tinkerbell. And at first I wanted to do a really fun sketch that I saw in Vicky Bouton's Facebook page. Natalie the Sosa shared it, and I thought it was really fun. But then when I tried it, didn't go well. And Ashley Horton has this really fun cut file at the Pretty Little Studio blog and shop. You can go to the shop, and I'm gonna link the file below. And what I discover from cut files. So once I cut it, I take the parts that I'm not using to trace to fill it. Yeah, people who do this are witches. They have knowledge in magic. This is like 6 year at Hogwarts kind of magic. It's not hard. It's just so time consuming. It took me hours to fill up those flowers, and I cut the file down because I'm gonna do a 8.5 by 11, and it took me a really long time to feel like the sun went down. When I was done, there were vampires outside playing with frisbees. It was crazy, and I have a lot of appreciation for cut files, but I never tried one as not yeah, I'm gonna say it's complex as this, as busy, and I wanted to fill every flower. But I really like how it turned out. I love it. And I'm gonna take a few of those circles and I'm gonna type my journaling in those circles, so that is why I trace exactly the circle, that way I wouldn't go out of the circle. And I left only two in the middle that I was gonna cover with the photo, and I used a bunch of adhesive. It's pretty hard to glue in this background with embossed dots. I love this paper though. I prefer it a lot than just plain white paper. It's pretty old though. It's from Coordinations, but I love this paper. So I'm gonna glue my cut file down, and then I'm gonna trim around it to fit the page. And I consider using, because I wanted to use the polka dot paper that you see on the right, on the background, but it was like way too busy even for me, and the cut file is already busy and full. But I love how the cut file looks. It was torture to do, but I'm gonna do it again because I really like how it looks. And I saw a scallop cut file at Paper Issues that I'm going to use with the pictures for Little Mermaid. So I'm going to suffer through this again, and you will hear me whining about it again. But at least it turned out really well. The worst thing is spending hours on something and then realizing that it's not good at all. And I use a bunch of the papers to fill the flowers, mostly the purple and the black, to fill the petals, and orange and pink for the middle. I also use this black one. I'm going to keep the matting super simple. I like the colors peeking out, but I wanted to keep it really simple. And I love that guillotine that you just saw me use. I still have my trimmer. I have one from Fiskars and one from Cricut, and I still love my guillotine a lot more, but not for page protectors. It's horrible with those and clears, and that is why I still have my trimmers. But I love the guillotine for paper. The cut is always clean and crisp, and it self sharpens when you use it, so it's perfect. So I have two flowers with the journaling, and I'm going to use one on the bottom to stamp the date but I need to work on my title, and I wanted to use it underneath the photo. That little ruler that you see comes in the Tombow Nosuke brush pen pack. Actually, not the pack, the singles. And it's awesome for doing, first of all, of course, tracing lines. Also really good for addressing envelopes, and for putting your stickers. And it's also flexible too, so I really like it for this purpose. And I wanted to write, say, pixie dust instead of like, say, cheese, but you couldn't see it, it was busy, so I tried putting first I tried making it short, and I switched it to hashtag pixie dust, which I was not happy with that title. I like when other people do it, but I don't like making my titles hashtags. I have no idea why. It's me being weird. And I tried one of the die cuts, and Dani made me this mini flip through kind of page with stickers. So I'm gonna put this one because it's wide, but it's still not wide enough for the title. I'm gonna struggle and whine a little bit. And I was afraid that the washi strip would pull the color, because sometimes that happens with printed papers, but this one didn't. It might be a different one than the one I use. Then I decided to put the title directly on the photo. On the left there's only a bunch of purple, nothing really busy. I didn't want to cover Tinkerbell's arm because she was jacked. You can tell that she has been lifting acorns in Pixie Hollow or something. Her arms were awesome. It was weird, I couldn't stop staring. I don't know, she probably has like a both legs made out of leaves and acorns. All the gym equipment at Pixie Hollow, it's made with acorns. I saw it in the real fairies of Pixie Hollow. And I was able to add the say again, which made me happy, and it fit perfectly. And this is why I don't plan things. Plan things for me don't work. I don't know why. I can't make a plan because the plan will go wrong, and I will go in a complete opposite direction. I will get there, but I'm going to take a hike in the place where are rattlesnakes about to bite me. And even though it's a little busy, you know that I can't stop myself, so I'm going to add a few embellishments. Not too many. I think I add like 3. And I wanted to use the camera because it's a photo. It says say pixie dust. But I think I'm gonna switch the camera with something else. I can't remember what. But first I wanted to stamp the date, and I'm using my StayOn and my tiny, very tiny date roller stamp. And I love this collection so much for my Disney album that I also got a few pieces from Cherry on Top. Someone was really awesome to let me know that Cherry on Top had it on clearance, and I also had to buy some page protectors for this album at scrapbook.com, so I got the pages that were not in a Cherry on Top. I bought them at scrapbook.com. And I also got the 6x6 paper pad, which, you know, I love my 6x6 paper pads. And I don't need another one, but, you know. And she sent me this pack with really pretty gemmies. So I'm going to put one in the middle of the flower. And I'm going to swap that camera, now remember, for a die cut with the word smile. And I'm going to use it for the dot on the eye. And I'm using the Tombow multi-liquid glue, which was also the glue that I use to glue the cut file. You can also use the mono aqua liquid glue, so either way, or you can use a runner. And I'm sorry that I kept shuffling things up and kind of forgot, so I'm a little bit out of frame, and I left the packaging on top, but it didn't damage it. I'm looking for more things to add because you know me. And there's a moment where I'm like, you need to stop yourself. But I like this starts. You can really see them on the video, but you can in, you know, when you see it live and when you see the photos. And I was planning, because the plan originally was to use the flowers and paint them with my Posca markers, but I didn't do it because plans. But I really like those stars, and it said magical in one of the stickers that she sent me, but I didn't need to add any more things. I'm gonna pull down the layout now so you can see where I put the die cut. And I love that little box that she sent me, so cute. Oh, I put one more sticker because why not? I love these stickers. It says today is today, because that day at Magic Kingdom was probably their favorite. They loved it. And as you can see, they were dressed as Anna and Elsa. And I cried a little bit over this layout. I felt potions and, you know, defense against the dark arts, but I managed to die cut and I finished it, and I really like the final result. I don't tend to do this, but I really like this cut file, and of course there's a giant flower behind them, because when you enter Pixie Hollow, everything shrinks, so everything is really big. And I love how it turned out. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check Dani's project too. I'm pretty sure it's gorgeous and I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much, and tune in every Friday for a video. This time I posted on Saturday because it's a collaboration, but every Friday, different video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't followed me, make sure you do, and ring the bell because YouTube is not sending emails. I don't know why, but have an awesome day. Bye.